Don't look at that.
So I had Ralph Waldo Emerson. So pretty much just for some background information, he lived until he was 79, and his dad died when he was 8 years old. So he was really close with his family, and he was only one of 2 children who lived until their adulthood. He grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and he went to school at the Boston Latin School. And he attended Harvard, and then after he graduated from Harvard, he teached classes there and stuff. So Emerson was mainly famous for being a transcendentalist and being like the main cause for the transcendentalist movement. And it was pretty much, he came up with like abstract ideas kind of based off God and like the religion and everything. So does anyone know what this is a picture of?
Nature.
Yes. Nature. So Nature was the first book that he published, and it was a collection of short stories, poems, and stuff. And it was just pretty much a big book about philosophies. And he got the ideas from looking at like nature and like getting inspiration from it. And he kind of questioned the universe. And this like caused society to ask a lot of questions, because like society back then just followed like the religion that they preached and everything. So what pretty much caused this to happen is that Emerson, since his father died when he was 8 years old, shortly after that he started journals, and those journals, when he wrote in them later on, became like essays and stuff. And one of the essays, called The American Scholar, which I'll later on show, became one of his most famous essays. With these journals that he kept, he thought that he wanted to like change society in a way and not really follow the rules and everything. So his main remembrance in society is this book that he published called Nature. He had 3 or 2 copies of it. And the essay American Scholar became the inspiration to many American authors, and he thought that men should break away from believing in others except for believing in himself. So he started the Transcendentalist movement. And a quote is, "The ancestor of every action is a thought." So this is just one of like many quotes that he's had, and this quote was actually in the book Nature.